Okay, I'm going to talk about density and contrast. Density is the overall darkness or blackness of an image. It is controlled by the KVP and the MA. The KVP allows it to increase or decrease. And whenever you set the milliamperage, which is the MA, whenever you set the milliamperage time, because density is controlled by milliamperage, and it controls the degree of density. That means how light or dark the image will become. And so like I said, it's controlled by the KVP and the MA. With KVP, whenever you increase the KVP, density will also increase too. And whenever you decrease the KVP, density will also decrease. And so if you set the milliamperage timing to a short time, you will have a lighter appearance, a lighter image. If you set the milliamperage to a longer time, you'll have a darker appearance. So the density, you can see how dark and how thick an image is on your X-ray. And so that the milliamperage controls how dark and how thick density is on the image. The image is on the X-ray. Okay, and with contrast is an image that ranges from black and white with many shades of gray, with many shades of gray in between. So I came up with trash bags. I had a black trash bag and a gray trash bag and a white trash bag. So, like I said, the KVP controls density. So whenever you set the KVP higher, when you increase it, density will increase, but you'll have a lower contrast. And with a lower contrast, you'll have your black and you'll have your white. You'll have less. You have a little bit. Let me try to make it a better example. You have a little bit of black, and a little bit of white, but you'll have more shades of gray. If that makes any sense, I'm trying to make an example with my trash bags here, but you'll have more shades of gray when you have a low contrast. Whenever you set the KVP, whenever the KVP is decreased, whenever the KVP is decreased, density will decrease. It will be less dense. You will see a lighter appearance. That means that the milliamperage had a shorter time setting. And so whenever those two are decreased, you'll have a higher contrast. And with a higher contrast, you'll have fewer shades of gray. You have more black and white in your image. More black and white in your image on your X-ray, with fewer shades of gray in between. Fewer shades of gray in between. Okay. So that is my understanding of density and contrast. I understood that the KVP and the milliamperage controls both density and contrast, but I feel like the KVP controls all of it.